Hey everybody, it's Ash with Spectro Racing. I'm going to do a follow-up on a video I shot about a year ago, which was based on these tires that Grassroots Motorsports did a giveaway on for me to review. And these are these Dutch tires, which are somewhat new to the US market. They've been around for a long time, but just haven't been popular in the US. And I think I pronounced it wrong in the first video, but I've been told it's Vredestein, Vredestein, Vredestein. They're Dutch, that's them. So I had them here on the M5, and one of the things that I liked about them was that they were very similar in performance to, for example, a Pilot Super Sport or a PS4S. Not quite as good, not quite as quiet, but they really did well for durability on track, and ultimate grip was pretty good. They're very wide for the size, so this is a 275/35/18, and the same size as Michelin fits much narrower on the wheel. So like on a 9.5-inch wheel like the M5 has, I would probably go down to a 265. The tires here, I have two left. The other two were destroyed at a drift event at Orlando Speed World. And even though they did pretty well, they held up for a little bit. The M5's got a supercharger now, so it was just mercilessly shredding tires out there. I would say overall I'm happy with them. I think that the price on them has come out, and they're considerably cheaper than a lot of the other tires, but something that you should consider for a car that you would daily drive but still do some autocross, still do some track days. Especially if you have a car that only has one set of wheels like my M5 does, and you don't want to be swapping tires back and forth. It's kind of a do-everything tire. So overall I was happy with it. The weight is probably one of the biggest negatives. You can feel the difference picking it up. You don't feel it too much on the car, but it is one thing to consider is that you're going to increase your unsprung weight a lot with these tires versus like a Pilot Super Sport or RE71R or something like that. But all in all, I'd say it's a good tire, especially for the money. I'd consider it. So this is one of the two takeoffs that didn't get killed at OSW. You'll notice that there's, even though I used these for the better part of about 9 months and a few track days, there's a lot of tread depth left on these. There's a wear bar there. You can see the outside, a little bit of feathering. I think I flipped these at some point too. So a little bit of feathering, but really nothing unusual. Lots of life left in these. But ultimately they got dismounted and the RE71Rs got put back on because the other two got to be in really bad shape. And I think it's just because they spent too much time on the back of the car. One note on this wear, the M5 has got a lot of camber. I have almost 4 degrees in the front and over 3 in the back. They wore pretty evenly, both in the front and the rear positions. The rears wore out faster just due to me being lead-footed, but I also ran a lot of pressure in them. The M5 normally needs a lot of pressure, and I was running upwards of 48 or 49 hot on track to keep them from rolling over. And still, if you look at some of the pictures from the car on track, it looks like it's going to peel them right off the wheel just because of how wide it is on the wheels that I had. That's why I recommend going a little bit narrower size than you would normally order for this tire. That way you can get a little bit better sidewall performance and stiffness. Again, you'll see there's nowhere on this tire where it's delaminating, there's no chunking, and I really made it a point to abuse these, and you see just kind of regular feathered wear. Again, the other two didn't fare quite as well when I really started doing the drift event with them and roasting them. They came apart pretty quickly. But that was after many track days and some autocross and a lot of highway miles. So I'd say that their temperature resilience is pretty good, especially considering how heavy and relatively powerful this car is. We'll go over a few pictures that show the tires in action. So here's a few from the firm. You can see that the tires are deforming a lot on the outside. That's even with about 48 or 49 pounds of pressure and all that camber. It looks like it's just going to peel them right off the wheel. They didn't. They've got good ultimate grip, but you definitely feel them flex under load. And also here's just a picture demonstrating how wide they are on a 9.5-inch wheel. That's a 275, so pretty wide fitment. I hope that was a useful review for everybody. If you've got any questions, please put them down in the comments. Recommendations on how to pronounce the tire brand name would also be appreciated. Check out some of our other videos. We got lots of other information on the M5 out here. We're gonna be doing a lot more vids on it soon too, because we finally got the supercharger installed done and looking to do one lap of America 2020 with it. See ya.